The very first thing I started with was this guitar. The guitar we're going to be using here is 𝕊𝕊𝔹𝕆. Sounds incredible, super realistic. Just laid out this really Western style pattern right here. I just copied that over. So to make something similar to this, pattern is just like this. This root note progression right here, that's your friend right there. You want to do stuff like that. Then you can just go down. Really good way to like really tie it together is to end in like the same note that you begin with. Just like that. Original pattern, put it back. As far as the guitar goes, I just use a semi-hollow jazz preset right here. On the mix chain, I just cut out some low end because it was a little too boomy. Put some reverb on, just simple reverb, man. Chorus, spread it out a little bit. Use this EQ right here. Before, after. Just kind of makes it less muddy. And I remove this one frequency that I didn't like it. All right, next I open up the same exact guitar. I just laid down a really simple pattern, just kind of like complement what I already had. Just follow the root notes. Not really anything to the second guitar. Next guitar we got here, this one right here. This one is actually pretty crazy. All it is just like pretty much the root notes. I did add a bunch of special effects to it. Only major thing I added there was this guitar rig right here, 𝕊𝕊𝔹𝕆 right here. So this is before, after. Alright, so after that, I threw on this trumpet right here, Balkan Ethnic Orchestra. It was a gypsy trumpet. As far as a trumpet goes, you just kind of want to use your ear. Pretty much what I did is just a side-by-side notes with your friend. Here's some right here, and here's some right here. Keep that in mind when you're making this kind of music. Add these little runs right here. Make sure to shorten your notes. You want to vary this stuff. I did change up this end right here. I just added a simple variation right there. I did a lot of processing here. This is what it sounds like raw. It just doesn't really sound that good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a Guitar Rig 6 on it. You don't have to use Guitar Rig 6, just search up free guitar amp plugin. I'm pretty sure there's a free trial version of Guitar Rig too. Way more closed off and more just ambient. I just kind of turned the mix level down a little bit. The second guitar rig right here was just to kind of make it like wider and more compressed, I guess. The 𝕊𝕊𝔹𝕆 preset right here. Makes it sound nice and drawn out. So I just added an EQ to cut out some lows, put a little bit of reverb on it, and then added one more EQ, kind of take the harshness out. All right, next was this bass. I just copied that over. All it was just the root notes. I really wanted to kind of get a rhythm going. I really recommend that. So just find a plucky bass. You can find them in one-shot kits. Bass I used is like Balkan Ethnic Orchestra double bass. And with effects, it sounds like this. Just a simple EQ. Find these in one-shot kits. My ATL Culture Trilogy kit. That sounds really similar to it. Alright, next we added these strings. So you do not want to prioritize your patterns because these are super simple patterns. What you want to prioritize is sound selection. You can find a string like this pretty much anywhere. Spaghetti Western is a really expensive contact bank. That's in my Trilogy one-shot kit too. I already got it right there. So yeah, you don't have to spend $30 on this. All this is D sharp and E, those side-by-side notes, just as usual. Next, added a bell. This is also from Spaghetti Western, 𝕊𝕆𝔹𝕆. So you want to keep it really basic.
Simply just added a tubular bell, contact 2, same bank, just spaghetti western, a yeet bell. Next, I just added this little drum sound right here because I wanted to keep some rhythm. Just any old drum sound you can find, dude. All you gotta do is just filter it and distort it a little bit. To distort it, Guitar Rig 6. While we're here, I just added this wolf sound. You can literally find that stuff online by just search like free wolf sound or something like that. I use spaghetti western. A little bit of EQ, cut off the highs, a little bit of reverb, just to make it kind of fit in the background. Lastly, I added this texture right here. It's from my new kit coming out soon. Me and 𝕃𝕄𝕆 have Architecture 2 coming out. Architecture 1 was a success, so drop out Architecture 2. It just adds a lot of texture to your melody. So I have a few others here too. It'll be split up into the full section right here. Those are to really fill out the full track. Then it'll be split into high. So that way, if you have a really ambient melody, you don't want to add more to the low end, you want to add more to the high end. And then let's say you got a high pitch melody, you want to add more to the low end, you want to fill out the low end. Just like that, that's gonna be Architecture Volume 2, gonna be dropping this month sometime. So yeah, all I did here was I just kind of pitched it down. Wanted it to kind of drop right into the, just like that bare part right there. I think it sounds really like surprising, you know what I mean? First thing I added was this 808. Pull back on the notes. Do it to like all of them. Don't ever just like do this right here. It just hits a little bit harder. This is a really, really good 808, graphic 808 from Prod Lucky Drum Demon 3 sound kit bundle. It's a Hydra drum kit part of it. Next, I threw in a rim. Super crisp rim, bro. It's a drain rim right here. All of the drums here are from the Hydra drum kit instead of Drum Demon 3. I'm gonna go over that sound kit later because it's crazy. The Producer Crate is a big sample and kit website. It's got tons of featured drum kits on here. Really, really high-end sound kits from people who have a lot of really good experience here. Only the top stuff is gonna end up on here. And one of the drum kits that was sent to me was Drum Demon 3 from Prod Lucky. It's a sound kit bundle. It includes a bounce theory perk loop drum kit so you can make your own perk loops easily. Just like that. It's got a portal bank, sample pack. It's got the Hydra drum kit that we just used, lots of one-shots, loop phrases. Actually good stuff, vocals. Everything in here is crazy. 3 exclusive kits for free, another portal bank here, one-shots, samples, an analog lab bank, another sound collection, drum kits. Yeah, that's Drum Demon 3. Essentially, it's marked off from $275 to $45. Keep it simple. We're making this for like somebody to actually hop on. Hi-hat pattern right here. This hi-hat really good for doing rolls with. Croco hi-hat. Same as always, you know how it is. Tip that I do with my hi-hats, add a chorus to it and then add a reverb on it. Before, this is after. It makes it slightly wider, fits in the mix better. When you do these rolls, make sure you do the velocity changes, all right? Take your right mouse button and drag down. And then a super low one at the very end, stylistic. Next, I wanted to layer this hi-hat key to like an advanced sounding beat. This is what kind of separates the amateur from somebody who's been doing it for a fat minute. Lilac hi-hat right here. It's a formula, bro. Just take a super simple hi-hat pattern, right? Put this plugin called Movement on it, or just put like a delay-ish kind of plugin.
EQ, delay, reverb, compression, and panning all at once, including LFO stuff right here, and then some other rhythm, distortion, delay, filter, reverb. But the problem is it's a really high CPU plugin. Yeah, I just kind of exported it. And I did the exact same thing down here to create this open hat pattern. So this is before. Few different open hats from the 𝕊𝕆𝔹𝕆 drum kit, HIHAT drum kit, man. And all I did was just put movement on it, the flip and switches preset. Last thing I did was this riser right here. It's a really special riser. Alright, first off, you're gonna wanna open up a Fruity Reverb. Put the settings exactly like this right here. In Edison, go and record, make sure this is set to on input. Alright, and then very quickly press this button and then press this button. Like that. So just drag it in, reverse it, and cut off that ugly part. Boom, just like that. It's super cinematic because it's got a lot of low end bass in it. So yeah, if you guys got anything from this video, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, till next time.